So look, I'll start with the rock. So this
is it Mullholland Drive?
That's it, yes. So this rock is one of the few bits that's left of the mountain range that used to separate the two halves of Los Angeles, and you had Mullholland Drive that ran over the top. So there's just some odd little things here. And so this, on that side, is the western Santa Monica, and on this side it's the valley, and like it's all been heavily eroded. Maybe they've had an earthquake, and all the here, and then little communities are now within domed structures, quite fortified, and people live within there, and the air quality is not so good, so you have much better air inside this, and probably communication is by tunnels. And then if they want to go to central Los Angeles, they go underground in a tunnel like this. But if they want to travel further afield, you have small ships. That's actually a cargo ship. That also is a cargo ship, but this is a passenger ship going to New York. So you have little gophers. Let's draw in a couple of gophers. You have little gophers that go up to the ships from the surface. There, here's one gopher and here's another, and they're going up to the ships to take up products and things, and that's the cargo ship. That's another cargo ship which is actually leaving, and then this is the walled city, and obviously the posh people live at the very top like this, and these are huge air inlets because the air has to be processed. It's so bad they suck in huge amounts of air each time, and it's processed and distributed through the building complex. And maybe there's a few sort of aerials and things and bits and pieces. Tall buildings always seem to get bits added on the top, which doesn't make them look so good, so we won't put so many in. And then this is an older complex here. This is maybe one of the original complexes with its own tower like that, and this is another tower like this, and then here are the walls going around, and this obviously was added on a more ad hoc basis, and then you can just see the towers of buildings inside the walls. And they of course can be less fortified with more glass and things. So these are little buildings that you can only just see them just over the wall, and these are the standard designs for the walls themselves. And then there is still a freeway of some sort with little vehicles on it, and that's one of the main entrance gates into Los Angeles. It's all electronically guarded. So to get into the city you do have to go through a gateway, and these are the walls there, and then that's the ocean, and out there are like old oil wells and things, and islands left over from the mainland that was eroded, or earthquakes have thrown up other rocks and things, and you have limited amount of transport on the water like this. This is some sort of a boat leaving its wake. There's that. And that's more or less it, I think. That does the trick. There. Now then, can you think of anything else, Emma? There. Here we are. This is more of the rock range here.
What about a person?
Yes, and now we'll try and put some people in. Bit hard to find a place for a person. Maybe here in the foreground.
What about the door? Just one.
Well, no, because that tower is so big. We'll put some people here in the foreground. There, it's obviously a raised piece of ground, so they've been coming up and they're just going over the top here, like this. This little group of them. Maybe they come out in the daytime, or maybe they're people who aren't allowed into the city. So here they are. Maybe they have little encampments like this. And a few more little people here, like that. There, what do you think? Is that about
fantastic.
it? Yes. Smoky thing like that. Maybe we've done the hills, range of hills. Maybe a couple of small towers in the distance. Maybe these are old towers from before when they did the walled city, this is what things used to look like, and maybe people still live in them. There. But basically now, everyone's retreated inside the city. There. There. Does that cover it, do you think? Quite a detailed picture, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'll let you pan through it. Because it's for Jeff, we'll put a J on the spaceship and a hint of a number. There you are, Jeff. You've got a J on the spaceship. I think that's more or less it, isn't it? A few little bits on the tower, like that. Strengthen that up. Strengthen this up. There. So these early towers would be when they were still building, then those towers got joined up, and then they decided on this more formulaic design, like this. There you are, and another building inside here, like this. You can just see the tops of it, like that. There. I think that would cover it, wouldn't it? Okay. Let's just make the headland look a bit better. There's that. This is what's left of the... Oh, here are people, look, on the beach at Santa Monica. Or what's left of it. There, how's that? There. There. I'll make the tower silhouettes a bit stronger. I like this design, a bit like old radios, but it seems very Los Angeles to me. I think it's a design I will work on. There. Do you think that does the trick?